Okay, just checking. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris Unlimited, and we are playing some more car mechanic here. And I forgot to do one thing. Because unfortunately you can't do it once you launch the game. It's probably going to get me dinged. Not as bad as my radio though. Okay. There we go. Okay, you guys hear nothing. Yeah. I think I muted it quick enough. I have a custom radio in this game. And, yeah, if you can read up there, I've got some music playing that you guys can't hear, so. Okay. Got me some good 80s rock, you know. Usually I throw on a bunch of weird, weird normal tunes, I guess. I don't know what you call them. Yay, car fixes! Hey, Master, how's it going? Okay, let's see if we can... Okay, the mouse moves pretty good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I've been doing quite a bit since you guys have been gone, because like I said, I play this at night. Usually come in here for a good couple of hours and just work on stuff before I finally go to sleep. Right now I'm trying to get, let's see. Some of these things have been super helpful. I actually have a couple of these things that I like to work with. Electronics and... Okay. I really want to get the repair one, but I kind of want this one as well. Because, yeah, it's super handy. So, yeah, I've been playing around with the tools a little bit. Actually, let's see. I was in the middle of working on this car last night when I was like, it is late, I gotta go to bed. And, oh, maybe I didn't start it. Alright, what do we got? So the suspension's rattling. Car feels loose. Find and fix all gear. Driver struggles to find gears. Gearbox shift roughly. Okay, so we got suspension. We got gearbox issues. Which means you are going up. Okay. Yeah, and again, this thing walks weird, but can we get the start? Oh, good, we can get the starter. I've had 2 cars in a row where I had to take the starter off to get to the gearbox, which is pretty common. But for whatever reason, even though it's sitting right there, it won't let me take it off from the underneath. So it was just kind of dumb. All right, let me look at my gearbox. That's what I want. I just took my inhaler, but I've been feeling like I'm out of breath a lot lately. I don't know why. It's just something that keeps coming, and if it keeps it up, I might actually have to go take it looked at. But last time they gave me a couple of inhalers, and it wasn't. Actually, they gave me a pill and another inhaler, but it wasn't bad. Okay, so here's the gearboxes. This drive steering rack here has got to go. So many things I can see that are wrong. Okay, let's get the clutch figured out here. Need all new clutch parts. So yes, we need one of these. One of these, one of these. Why did you do that? That's my fault. I know it's my fault. I'm, you know, just getting warmed up here, apparently. Forgot to put on the flywheel. Gotta put that on first. I was like, why is it not popping up with the pieces I bought? You have to start with the flywheel. Then the clutch plate. Then the pressure plate. Then the release bearing. There we go. Alright, and then we need gearbox V8. Okay, we need a new one of those. Oh, let's see. Just the V8. That one. Okay, and put the quick drive shaft back on. Okay, that should take care of all of the gearbox, struggling to find gears, gearbox shift stuff. Okay, now we just need suspension, and the controls are loose, which are the same problem. So, all right, on to suspension work. We're gonna take off both these tires because we gotta. Hey, KGB, how's it going? Well, my breathing's feeling a little tight, but aside from that, I'm moving alright. Wait, did they say? No, they didn't say. Okay, so I'm over here taking off brakes and like, whoa, wait a minute. Alright, so we need both tie rods here. And this thing definitely needs to be replaced. Let me take a look at the other side. Outer tie rod is okay. I love the fact you can just look at it and be like, nope, not covered with rust. It's alright. Okay. Okay, inner tie rod will need to be replaced. If my controller will move, here we go. Alright, steering rack. Oh, something else. I forget to move this because obviously I'm watching it on my screen, but if I move this down just a smidgen to there, you guys can see up top where it tells me the proportion of what's left. Yeah. Okay, also this definitely needs replaced. You'll see up there in the top left corner, it'll tell you what percent, 10%, so that was definitely needed to be replaced. Okay, did we find everything? Well, controlling car, we did. Suspension rattling, that's probably the back half. Okay, so we get in here, we're going to need a new steering rack. It's the first thing we want to put on. Just standard generic. Yeah, I'd love to give you a report and say, hey, everything's awesome, but everything is not awesome. Okay, I need 2 tie rod inners, 1 tie rod outer. You know, we'll make do, I guess, with what we got. Like I said, I don't know what it is about this game. I mean, it's got to be kind of like I told my son, I was like, you know, I like to work on this game because I really don't like working on it in real life. Mainly because it's a lot of work on my body to do. obviously with my disability, sway bar front end link A, okay. It's even harder, but I used to do this as a kid and, you know, as a teenager, and I guess I kind of miss it, you know, kind of miss being able to just crawl under a car and pull off, you know, whatever needs fixed. I mean, not that I was a great mechanic or anything, but, you know, when you can't do something, you miss it, you know what I'm saying? So I have seen, now this runs really bad on my machine, but the parts part is entertaining enough that I don't mind it. I know some of you are probably watching this going, why? Well, this is actually stuttering. This is pretty smooth. It's me that's not moving very fast on it, but like the walking in this game when I stream, it's very, very choppy. But aside from that, it moves pretty, I mean, it's slower, but it moves all right. It definitely doesn't hinder my enjoyment of watching it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I pulled the brakes off of here for which I shouldn't have. This gives me extra time here to put stuff back on. Okay. I think we have everything done in the front. Yeah, so that should have been all of that. And then suspension rattling is usually the back end. Okay. Yeah, I can see right now there's one leaf spring that needs to be replaced. Oh yeah. There's 3 parts right here. Not exhaust. There you go. Okay, so you got your U-joints or U-bolts. Both of those are bad. That's 10%. That one's 11%. Oh, that one's 10%. So yeah, leaf. So we need leaf spring. We need the plates and 2 U-bolts. Okay. And it looks like that. I need to sell some of these. See, I get when you pull the parts off, like the bad ones, they store in your inventory, which is kind of crazy. I mean, just get rid of them. If they're bad, get rid of them. But I actually have to sell them and, you know, junk them, so. Okay, so let's see. Up here. Why do we have 2? Not all cars have that. Okay. So this is definitely shot. Rear shock absorber A. Or was that B? B. I'm not paying attention. Okay, and also this lid right here. Rear shock absorber cap. That's bad. Other side does not look bad. Alright, let's check our checklist here. Okay. Yeah, those are the last 2 things. It's overall not too bad. Okay, so one of those and one of those. Yeah, I've done a little bit of research on the game itself. Just trying to see if, you know, there's ways that I can improve. I thought I'd have my welder by now, but unfortunately, I guess you need to be level 30. Which means I've got a lot of grinding I gotta do. But overall, I've really been enjoying the game. I mean, anybody... I don't even know if necessarily it's something like... Because I'm not a big car guy. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, working on cars is like the last thing I want to do. But it's because... well, this game is very simplistic. Let me tell you, you know, we've done so much... I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to put the starter back on. See, duh. I put the gearbox back on and forgot. You put the starter. Oh, let me get. But yeah, I don't like to work on cars. I don't. But I think a lot of it, like I've said before, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you actually have to physically crawl under there, and the crawling and the reaching and all that stuff. It's too much on me. I mean, even as a teenager, because I've had this disease all my life. I could walk, run, lift 50 pounds. I mean, upwards of 60, 70. If I really struggled, pounds. I wasn't like a weightlifter or anything, but but it was enough to be like my body was like, no, this is not comfortable. So I mean, we were constantly out there doing stuff, and it usually is like the middle of winter, something goes out, and it's like, ugh. Okay, this is a pretty easy job. We'll go ahead and take that. But when I've got a nice comfortable chair to sit in, and all I got to do is hit a button, oh yeah, I'll work on cars all day long. Brakes, transmission, sure, we'll take that. All right, let's get our like I said, the walking's a little janky, but aside from that, man, and game is great. Hey, Red Sword, yeah, you have been. We appreciate your patronage. All right, what's this one? Just brakes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that as well. I think we can squeeze 4 cars in here if I really want to. Now, I mean, this one, a lot of guys online, they're like, oh, we love the body parts one. I don't enjoy that as much. Not 100% sure why. I don't. I think it's because I can't paint the cars yet. You know what I mean? So I can't actually put it in, paint it, get it the right color, etc. So I think that's why I don't look quite like that just yet. All right, what's this one? Brake system, transmission, not responsive. Okay. So almost, yeah, it's almost always the gearbox. Where is your gearbox? On the side? Well, fancy. All right, what all need? Ooh. I mean, clearly you got to pull the starter, and of course it's from the engine bay. Oh, no, though. See this one, because it's a side. It's like a side mount. You actually have to take off, like, the drive axle. Weird. Yeah, see the way that ties in, that drive axle actually goes right. Does that go right through the gearbox? Yeah. Yeah, there's no like that's not a drive shaft, is it? What is that called? No, that is a drive shaft. But see, the drive shaft usually runs along the length of the vehicle. Because it puts it in the rear, It's a front wheel drive car and it only has it right here. So the engine's sideways and your transmission's sideways. Which means you want to get that off. You got to take this off. Okay, we'll have to do that both sides. Yeah, we have brakes. We gotta take these off anyway. Come on. Sure, my computer trying to run an update or something doesn't. Oh, that looks terrible. Is that? Yeah, that needs to come off. Okay, yeah, the visual inspection. Take out my magnifying glass and look at it real hard. Okay. Alright, let's get the gearbox. No, we can't get the gearbox, okay. Let's take off the brakes just because we can. The caliper was bad. Let's just double check this. I think it's going to be, yeah, that's fine. Alright, we got to lower this puppy. I don't know who that is. Sorry, don't know you. I think I accidentally answered it. We'll know here in a minute. Be like, why didn't you answer my call? Didn't know the number? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is here lately, but like my error hasn't been great. And it seems to me it's like every 6 months or so, it's like I have a little trouble trying to suck air in. Oh, good lord, we have to take... that shift shaft, and that drive shaft is right through the center of this thing. I was thinking we could just pull it off, but no. Why would we want to do that? Okay. Yeah, can I get in here? I just need this off. Thank you. It's okay though, we need it under here anyway. I was thinking I had to go back up top, but no, that's not right. Okay, gearbox 14. Okay. The rest of that looks pretty good, actually. See, this is the kind of stuff you should probably, like... Whoop. Wrong button. It's kind of stuff you, like... You do with your dad. You know, you change the oil, you change tires, you get out in the garage with a couple of tools, and you just, you know, be boys together, you know? And, I don't know, I think a lot of things you could really bond well with your dad if that's what you're looking for. You know, just working on a car. Now, see, my dad, and I think he'll probably be the first one to tell you, too, he's not necessarily always mechanically inclined, but he's got kind of the right idea of what to do, just not always getting it done the right way. We'll just leave it at that. But he used to... So we'd have to change brakes or something, and he would, let's see, I know I need one of these, so. He would say, hey, you come help me with this. I'm like, okay. Actually, it was, do I gotta? You better come help me, okay. Or then my mom would be like, you know, you might want to go give him a hand before he takes it apart, and then we can't, you know, we gotta tow it in, so we can't fix it. I'm like, oh, okay. But, you know, when I got old enough, because... When I was little, I'd hold the flashlight for him, you know. That's the thing, you know, when you got little kids, like, here, hold the flashlight. They're important. They're doing things, you know. And so I used to help them with stuff, you know, we'd be like, here, hold this flashlight. Okay, hold the flashlight. Didn't really care for that job, but I did it. You know, I did it to the best of my little ability there. But I see another part we need. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, that's not even... Okay. Okay. But, you know, when he... Like, first couple of things, he was like, you know, hey, I need you to help me fix this. And I was like, okay, why? And he was like, well, you know, and he's fixed. Well, he'd already have it off the car. And so I told him, I said, that makes it harder for me. And he's like, what? I said, if I'm not here when you take something off, I don't know how to put it back on. I mean, I'm you know, because I told him, I said, you know, I may be mechanical, but I don't actually know your exact, you know, engine of how everything goes on. And it's true, because, I mean, I didn't know engines, but I can take things apart and put it back together because I took them apart, and so I know what it did. But, wait, did I take that thing off over here? So, first couple of times, you know, he had, well, come here and help me with this, and he'd already had it disassembled, and it took us forever to take it apart or put it back together. After that, though, he'd be like, we need to get this done. You want to come watch so you can see how to put it back together? sure, I'll go out there and make sure we do, do this way. After that, he'd get me before he took it apart. Things went a lot smoother, It was just kind of funny. Okay, we got that, and that. Let's see. Oh, good God, you broke your... Why is everybody going to the hospital? Seriously. You broke your arm. Question, Sailor question. He had that issue with losing a limb. Oh, a long time as a kid. Oh, you mean like not right this second? Oh, good God. I mean, you kind of made it out. It's like, oh, did I tell you I broke my arm? Whoa, wait a minute. What? No. See, I've never actually broken a bone, which is great, but as I get older, I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. But yeah, I've never actually broken anything. Okay, I know what the last piece is. So we're set. We just have to get this taken care of. Let me get on the other side of the car. See, I like to be able to... I don't know why I'm moving so slow tonight, but I am. Yeah, you're not patient in that. Well, I mean, hey. I need brake pads, yeah. Okay, we'll get those. I also like the way you can instant order things so you don't have to be like planning it out. That's so handy. Yeah, I need a new caliper. Yeah, I've just really been enjoying, even though it runs a little slower on my machine, I've just really been enjoying this game. And I don't know why, I'm sitting here like, I'll be up like 1 o'clock in the morning just working on brakes and be like, I gotta get these brakes done, this guy's gonna need to go to work in the morning. It's a computer simulation. Knock it off. Okay, we got one more thing. I noticed when I had the car, up or down or whichever way I had it, that the ABS module, or the pump, might have been the pump, but the ABS module, it's the pump. Yeah. That right there is toast. Module is good, but the pump is toast. Okay. See, they throw those in there. It makes an interesting puzzle. They throw that in there as a brake part, which technically it is. Because if they're complaining they can't stop, that's going to be one of the things you need to check. But they throw that in there, and then you're like, so you're sitting there tearing apart the car going, where is this last brake thing that needs to be replaced? It's in the engine. We're not going to look. Ah, yeah. But see, I know, because it's done that to me several times now. I think we're good on this one. Oh, wait. Did I put the starter back on? I don't think I did. No. Goes right here. Now, are we done? Yep, okay. Okay, you need to go in the available slot. There you go. You get up there and get all... No, I'm coming over here. I haven't really done like interior work or anything. I've just been having fun doing like the brakes and etc. etc. I don't know how much interior work they actually do. I mean, you take a seat out, put a seat in, but I mean, that's not as fun as taking off an exhaust system. What the heck? Ew, fancy. What is this covering stuff? It'll cover your muffler. That makes it hard for me to look at. Okay, wait, so what do we got? Suspension rattling, loud exhaust, of course. Need a spring cap. Oh, wow. Yeah, somewhere in here there's an unlockable thing, like, too. When I start looking at a car, it, like, automatically gives me one of the pieces. Which I can tell right now. That this... Okay, thank you. Oh, look, I've suddenly inherited X-ray vision. I'm pretty sure the catalytic converter... Yep, 10%. That's bad. This middle muffler, bad. That looks like everything. This car... Is that another... Well, I mean, this car at least has a catalytic converter. That's neat. So to help with the missions, you know, your exhaust goes through there. And cuts down on pollution. Okay, we need a middle muffler. I didn't think they'd have them. Okay, one middle muffler. A catalytic converter, there you go. And apparently I've got a +3. I picked that up somewhere. I have no idea. I think I got it out of a chest. As you do the story mode, it's like, oh, you get this special part. It's like, oh, goody. Front exhaust pipe, yep. I figured. Okay. Where is that? Oh, that's the part I pulled off, huh? Like, wait a minute, where's that at? It's up here. V8, okay. Had to make sure the size. Front exhaust V8. Yeah, no A, B, C, D. There we go. Alright, now. Suspension I can tell already. Repair all running faults. Suspension rattling. Yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll get her done. That looks like it's shot, but let's double check. I hate it when they're like, oh, you can take it. You take it off the car, you can examine it. I don't wanna. I can pretty much see it's all rusted out. I want. Okay, that shock absorber is bad. Let's see. This lower suspension arm is bad. Yeah, you're gonna need a new car. You're gonna need a new car. Hey, Gabrielle, what's going on? Or is that Gabriel? I always read that weird. Welcome to the stream, man. We're just tearing apart cars for fun. Okay. Alright. I'm not 100% sure why, except for weight, why they want you to always tear that off. It looks like we're going to need a new knuckle over here as well. Well, if my rust indicator has any idea of what's going on. Alright, I'll bet. Oh yeah, that's toast too. What percent? 14, yeah, that needed to come off. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend you? There, you happy now? That's probably 14%, yeah, that. I love this game. It's like, okay, if it looks real rusty, it needs to be replaced. You can just look at a glance. It's like, yep, yeah, that needs replaced. Oh, you can tell that needs replaced. Look at that part over there. Yep, that needs replaced. I mean, if this is the real world, it would just be like covered in like black, you know? Because that's honestly like when you're looking at an engine, everything's covered in like a small, just coating of oil, burnt on oil that's dirt and nasty, and yeah. Tie rods look good, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to take them off anyway. Because I got to get to the drive shaft, or the Steering rack, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna bet this is bad. 13%, yep. Alright, so we need to jump over the other side. Whee! Okay. That's a nice looking tire and rim, though. Yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Everybody's welcome here. I know this game actually is kind of boring to watch. It's like, oh god, how many times can you take the brakes off? Quite a few, actually. I didn't need to go that deep. Okay. I'm just sitting here ripping parts off. I don't even care anymore. Oh man, if mechanic work was this easy. 14%, alright. Yeah, okay, put that back on. Let's get to our parts order. First thing we're going to put on is steering rack. You know, so we can put everything else onto it. Bam! 800 bucks, no problem. See, now, again, if I was the mechanic, I'd have to call people up. Yes, it looks like you need this and this and this. It's going to be like $1,000. They'd be like, what? No. Seen people junk them for less. But not my mechanic shop. You'll get nothing but the best service with passable parts. It's like, oh, you want me to make this cheaper? Sure. I can use parts I got from a junkyard. Heck, most mechanics I know, they only use parts from a junkyard. Because usually the part you need is something you can't order brand new. You know, that's another thing they don't tell you about, especially depending on what it is. I mean, like leaf springs and stuff like that, those are usually, you can get them. You actually can't get a lot of that new. Not every single auto parts store, especially like your local one, may not carry the exact one you need for your car. So you actually have to get it from a junkyard, which is not something this game technically goes into. I mean, there is a junkyard, which I've been to. I pretty much pretended I was a hoarder and took every piece out of the junkyard. Cost me a couple tens of thousands of dollars, but I made most of it back just selling junk parts, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we need... get in there. Why are you so far back? Here we go. Tie rod, yeah, it's passable. Oh, we need the knuckle. Yeah, it's knuckle D. Front steering knuckle D, of course. A, B, C, D, that's it. I also like how you put a piece on, it just floats in the air because there's like nothing holding it on. And then we're going to attach it with a tie rod. No. Okay, we need a new lower suspension arm. Yep. Also, what are the... Okay, you want 75%? I'm probably going to have to buy new rubbers. Lower sus. It's pretty sus. Okay. Yeah, see? I need new rubbers. Just need 2 though. Rubber bushings. There we go. Now we'll put it on. Why did you get out of the putting on part? This car's gonna handle like a dream. Okay. I need to go build a shock absorber. That's one thing I can't. I also don't like the fact that I can't buy those put together. Oh, well, the heck with this. We just need a full... Sometimes you get them like the spring's really good, but the rest of it's bad. Or one of the pieces is really good. I don't even need to take this apart. I just need front spring, front shock, A. Okay. No, move over. There, one of those. And then shock. Front shock absorber A. And front shock absorber cap. Stick it in the spring puller, which in this case isn't pulling. We're assembling. So basically, in order to get all this stuff together, you gotta like, that machine has to smash, you know, put that in there, you smash the spring down, you get the top screwed on, and then it goes, put the spring back up so that, you know, you don't lose a finger. Okay, let's double check something here. Okay. Checking my stream data. Looks okay, looks okay. Okay. Oh yes, we need to put on some parts. Put that on. There's a little doodad over here. Did we have a good one? No. Sway bar front end link A. Okay. So how's everybody else doing today? I did not sleep well last night. And by last night, I mean like this morning. Because, you know, usually I'm up to like 2 or 3 anyway. Just winding down, relaxing, getting comfortable. Because, you know, with the machinery I have to connect to, you know, you gotta really be tired. I was fighting till like 6 a.m. this morning. It was terrible. Front wheel hub. I had trouble breathing. Had to clean out my trach a little bit. When I finally got comfortable, then it was like, or when I finally got all that done with breathing, I couldn't get comfortable. Just like, really, I just need a few hours of sleep. Just send me in, coach. You know. Okay, I bet we need a hub too, don't we? Wheel hub bearing. I need to sell those. One wheel hub bearing, please. Thank you. But yeah, so overall it wasn't a great night. Oh, crap. You know, and a lot of things what I really hate about that, you know, not that we're going to get into it too deep here, but, you know, when you're alone and it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and you're choking or you're having trouble breathing, you don't tell anybody because there's nobody here to tell. It's kind of sad, but it's what it is. Okay, loud exhaust check, suspension rattling, that could be the back. All running parts, we got spring cap, rubber bushing, part not discovered, okay. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have a rubber. Wait, we're gonna go to the back. I'm gonna take out the majority of all of this, and then we'll see what we're missing. I can already tell that shock absorber needs to be replaced. Wait, let me get my X-ray vision. Yes. Oh. Drive axle doesn't look none too healthy, but it's not bad. This though, that definitely needs replaced. Oh yeah, 11%. Rubber bushing 12%, and we're gonna need a couple of them too. Shock absorber A. Oh yeah. That drive axle needs to be replaced. These tires are really nice though. I don't really see any rust in there. That looks okay. Okay. Rear sway bar, that needs to be replaced. Whoop. Wrong button. Alright, let's get rear drive axle. Yeah, there weren't any letters on it. Yeah, we'll just put that on right this second. Okay, now sway. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, see that sway bar is all rusted out. So we need to take off the link to it. No. There we go. Take off the end link. There we go. Alright, then we're going to hop across. Pardon me, drive shaft. Ooh. More rusty parts over here. Look at that. Oh, sir, what have you been driving underwater? How dare you? That's 89%. That one's okay. That's that arm though. Yeah, 12%. That ain't gonna hold up. Oh. I guess I need to get 2 of these rear shock absorbers. Okay. Yeah, I might as well order a bunch of those rubber bushings. Alright, hold on. I'm not done. Ah, man. I mean, that knuckle's got to come off, too. Yeah, honestly, the only way you're going to rust that out like that is if you parked it in water. Yeah. Like, you go to work and your parking lot, fills up with water. That's really the only way you're going to get that to happen like that. Rear sway bar B, okay. Okay. I like to get the bigger pieces, the middle pieces, the pieces you gotta have on, that you need to attach other things to. Put in first, Yeah, that's just gonna have to come off anyway, okay. Alright, so we need... we need to disassemble. So we can take off the knuckle. Are we doing brakes? No, we're not doing brakes. Although if I pulled it off and it was like, 2%, I'd be doing brakes. It's kind of silly not to. Okay. Ugh, okay, that needs replaced. Definitely new wheel hub bearing. Alright, take this off. What we got left on the knuckle? Okay, gotta get this. That one looks almost brand new, which is shocking because, of the quality of this, it should have been parked in water. So, alright, so we'll get the knuckle off. No. Oh, you're gonna make me take those out? You pain in my backside. Okay. I was not paying attention to the number. Okay, we need a knuckle. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Why are you out of my parts store? Okay, we need one of these, yes. And we need... Oh, I don't know. Let's get 6. $15 a piece. We're gonna need a lot of them. I did have a bunch of those that were like 80%. Oh wait, do I not? Okay. But I've used them. Those are like one of the most common things to go out. Constantly. It's like, really? You sure you want to do that? It's like, Okay, we'll put that back on. There we go. Okay, shock, rear shock. Need 2 of those. Just standard. Was it an A or a B? A, okay. Yeah, I'd be hollering that up. Hey, we need an A! Okay. I'm gonna take this other part off. Oh, wait. Whoever's working in the office, I need an A. Okay. Rear sus. Yeah, there wasn't like an A or a B. I think it was just... Actually, no, that was wrong. Rear suspension arm, B. No, I bought a part I didn't need. I'm gonna say that didn't look right, but... Yeah. I might need it for another build. I bought 6 of these. And I'm already... Oh, that's small. Sorry. Sorry. I bought 6 of the big ones. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy 6 of the little ones too. We'll keep them around the shop. I'm always running into these. It's not the one size, it's the other. Small, small. There we go. It's gonna drive like a dream. You know my work. I do good work. I hunt down those parts that nobody can find. Oh, it was driving me nuts one night. I couldn't find this part. Kept saying I was one part off, I finally tracked it down. It was the fuel pump. It was in the it's in the gas tank. I couldn't figure out how to get in there though. What is the name? I finally figured it out. X-ray vision, rear wheel hub. Yep. Oh, I also need this thing, the bearing. Yep. Okay. Focus. Okay. Put that on. Put the bearing on. Put the drive axle back on. Put the brake disc on. Brakes. 88%. I mean, hey. Some of these cars that come in like, yeah, I use 30%. I'm like, are you sure? Because like like this one car came in, it's like 40% you could use up to, and I'm like, the parts I was putting back on, I was like, I usually replace these. And, okay. You're gonna be coming back in next week because this don't work, and you're gonna be yelling at me. That's on you. I'm just letting you know. Oh wait, I need there's a rear shock absorber over here I took off. Yes. So I went to the other side, I went, ah! Okay, I need a spring cap. Spring cap, check. Rear spring. Check. And rear shock absorber cap. Check. Okay. That was completely eaten because you parked this in a lake. You know that's what he did. You know, he's like taking his girlfriend to the lake and he's just parking like the butt end of the left side of the car in the water. You know that's what he's doing. He's gotta be. This sucker was way too rusted out. Rear sus. Okay, this one's good. Yeah, there we go. The bushings weren't great, but we're good now. Comes back, yeah. You might not parking it in the lake. We've had complaints. Mac and cheese, nice. Is it the Kraft mac and cheese? Nothing but the best, sir. Dude, that bushing, that's... Look at that thing. That just looks like it's falling apart. No, give it here. I want it. Oh, 12%. That would have been a pain in my keister. You know it would have been. Would have been like, oh, you missed one part. It was that bushing, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, we replaced that one. If the guy quit parking in the lake, we'd be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and check this other bushing while I'm here. Let's see. Zoom in, camera. We want this piece right here. Yeah, those aren't as bad. Those aren't as bad. I bet you one of them will be a problem, though. But they're not as bad. Okay. Alright, let's get back on here. Alright, so we need shock absorber, which I bought. Hey, I'll agree with you there. Just because, you know, you said spiral mac and cheese tastes different. It's the noodles. It's a texture, not even a texture, that the noodles taste slightly different. They really do. You know, just like, you know, when I make spaghetti. Technically what I make is not spaghetti. Because I use elbow macaroni because I can eat it better than I can spaghetti. And it does have a slightly different taste to it. Rear suspension, rear sus upper arm. Okay. Rear sus. But yeah, it does have. It is not, we are not flipping houses. We are repairing cars. And we're flipping cars as soon as we, excuse me, no, it's not called flipping. It is restoration. We are car restorers. But we got to get to level 30 first. So. Yeah, see, there's a big difference. If you told somebody, hey, I flipped a house, they'd be like, oh, congratulations, because, you know, they turned it over. But if you came home and you were like, hey, I just flipped a car, people would be like, are you okay? Big difference. Welcome to car flippers. Ah! You know. Oh, you've already missed all the wisdom. God, I don't even know. I got this on sale. Obviously, everything I buy is on sale. Let's see. I want to say, is this 20 or 25? I'm not sure. I got it for like 7, so I was like, you know what? I've been wanting this one for a while. Just because it looked neat. It looked detailed enough, and it is. It's detailed enough to really hold your interest. The only thing I like about it is like, I really have a really small graphics card. When I bought it at the time, it wasn't that bad, but over the years, obviously, it's gotten slow. It gets a little choppy when I'm walking around, but aside from that, nah, it's good. Okay, let me double check my repair list here. Uh-oh, part not discovered. Part not discovered. Yeah, bet it's a bushing. Suspension rattling, still not discovered. Okay, yeah, that one of those is going to be a bushing. You know it's going to be a bushing. That looks good. Okay. I mean, I have replaced. Well, let me put that back on. Yeah, we'll just. Wait, that was 64. What's a... Ah, you... Because although technically this is good... Wait, is that... Yeah, that's 64. I gotta get a new one of those because it's not up to par. Sway bar rear end. Okay. I did that last night. I was working on a car, and the parts percentage they wanted on it was so high that I wasn't paying attention. So I had a part that was like, I don't know, like 73%. I was like, it's good enough. They wanted like 80%. I put it on, and the game's like, nope, you didn't. This is still bad. And I'm like, really? Then I was like, oh crap, yeah, it's the percentage that they, so like a couple of these story cards, they want all new parts replaced. So technically, whatever's on the list, you have to replace with brand new parts. But this guy went, yeah, it wasn't brand new. It was just, it was like 80%, and I had like a 75, and I thought, nah, it's gonna be fine. Nope. I had to take a tire off to get that back off. I was like, you no good so-and-so. Okay, that rubber looks okay. That rubber I just replaced. See, and this rubber looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine. This one... I mean, it's got a little wear, but it looks fine. I'll take it off, though. What percentage we at? 80. I don't think that's one of the two I needed. Yeah, part not discovered. And part not discovered? Part not discovered. Okay, so it's not... That is not the piece. Now, after thoroughly examining the butt end, I'm pretty sure it's not back here. Pretty sure. Well, I found one of them. Yep, that hub bearing right there needs to be replaced. Oh, that side's okay. How's the... that looks okay. All right, we'll get... And maybe just the hub and the hub bearing. Mince raft? Oh. Is that like regular raft, except they like chop it up? Yeah, well, yes it is. Okay. Yeah, see, that's the only other thing I could think of this could be. Okay. Wheel hub bearing. I really want to buy, they've got a PC repair. I want to get that one because, you know, I'm a computer guy, you know, but I'm afraid it's going to run like this one. Guys, I'm really trying to save up here to maybe in about a month or so get a new PC. It's taken me a long time to get any kind of whatever put together, and it's been bad, but you know, I'm doing my best. But if I get that, then I'll be able to, you know, run these games a little bit faster and also put out, you know, better quality stuff. So that's my big hope for this year, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. No. No, I didn't want to say it was done. I just want to... Okay. See, all this is in the rear. Rear shock absorber A. Rear drive axles. I mean, the part placement is telling me it's in the rear. But I can't tell you what it would be. Because, like, I don't see anything with rust on it. And you know it's going to be... You know it's going to be one of those bushings. You know it's going to be. Job well done. A job well done. I should. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Let's see. I mean, I've taken off the majority of whatever. What part do you think it is? I'm thinking it's one of these bushings right here. Oh, that's 100%, so I've taken that one off. I didn't take this one off, though. Yep, small, yep. Yeah, them... Oh, God, those things drive me nuts. I believe, yeah, and there's two of them, so you can't always see the one that's bad. Haha. I got you, car. I did it. No, I don't want to complete... What part ain't done? Uh-oh. Did I just take something off and not put it back on? Okay, we got the one. What's... Part not discovered. Oh, you. Oh, you. You know what? I'm going to take off this side. Apparently I replaced that. Nope. 100%. Okay. And I know I took you off. I had to replace you. Okay, the only thing I didn't do on the rear side was this. I don't believe I took this all the way off. No, I must have. I had 100% on all bushings. Okay. That tells me, I believe up in the front there's got to be a bushing. Because all the rest of them I can see. No, it looks okay. About the other side. Yeah, it really helps when you can get in there and, you know, look at the part a little bit, you know. I mean, I'll take it off just to put it back on. Nope, apparently I replaced that. Okay. See, I'm sitting here second guessing myself. Hey, Colby, how's it going? We are looking for the elusive rubber bushing, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that's what it is. Did I take this one off? Nope. But it's not there. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing anything. The only thing I can tell you is these rubber bearing. These rubber bushings. It's at 76%, is that? Nope. Actually, wait a minute. How you doing tonight, Colby? No, still not discovered. What else could it be? Is there something? I'm trying to remember. There's something in the engine. Normally, if you're dealing with suspension work, it's not the engine. I'm ready to take a look, though. Yeah, pretty much tore everything like that off. And the engine doesn't really have... Didn't really have anything that I need to take apart. This particular issue. I could just mark it as good. I have replaced every other thing on here. I mean, I hate to do that, but I also hate spending 15 hours looking for a bushing that was just a little off, you know? Except when it's really bad, like this one. Come here. 13. Yeah, you butthead. I knew it. What do we got? 80%? That ought to do it. I knew it was in there somewhere. It's always a bushing. You got one piece you can't find, it's a bushing. Okay, we didn't take off the starter, right? Good to go. 118,000. Ooh, that sounds so good. All right, now you, sir, what is wrong with you? Brake system needs fixed. 4 pieces. Talk about easy peasy. Looks like you've been parking in the ocean as well. Let's see. Yeah, I can't usually tell just from see outside. It's like, how rusted is it? It's so rusted. Oh, yeah, that's 47%. I'm gonna say that's definitely needs replaced. Okay, how many pieces? Oh, disc didn't need replaced? I mean, I would, but that's just me. Okay, you're the customer, whatever you want. Yeah, far be it from me to tell you a safety hazard. Okay, we know we need 1 caliper and 1 brake pad. Let's see. They're probably going to be mean and do the back. Okay. Let me just use my inspectinator here. Oh, those are fine. It's fine. Actually, that clears the threshold, so... I mean, I would replace it, but... Okay. Yeah, so I'm just doing this because I want to order all my brake stuff at once. Oh, yeah, you got drum brakes on the back there, huh? Yeah. Okay. Now, these don't look... Yeah, those aren't bad, but this guy right here... Okay, he's fine. You can't tell without taking it off whether or not it's bad. And unfortunately, the only way to do it is to take it completely off. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not sitting in the right spot? Alright, I'm guessing it's the cylinder and the brake shoe. Well, you really could use some tires too. Look at that. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, that brake shoe needs to come off. 28%. Ugh. Drum wheel cylinder. Okay. Maybe one of those. Then I'm just gonna get new. And I probably have no, or if I have a used one, maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay. I don't think I got. Yeah, everything I get's usually super bad. Alright, just put that back on. Put the wheel back on. There we go. Yeah, I need a caliper, don't I? I think I do. Yep, brand new brakes on a really rusted drum. That'll stop you. Whoop, no. One caliper, please. I've got the cylinders. Any of those actually would have worked. Well, except for the last two, I guess. Alright, I think we're good. Ting, 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 ting. Awesome, awesome. Hey, we went up another level. Yay! Let's take a look at their toolbox here. We went up points. What do we want to go up now? Fuel pressure. Instantly examine 9 parts when seeing a car for the first time. Order barn, junkyard, auction. I mean, that might come in handy. Save me some time, but... yeah, no, I don't know. Could get this too, or could get... yeah, let's get that. Alright. I've got like 7 calls waiting. Yeah, we'll take you. See who else we got. I really don't want to do body work. I don't. Putting oil in, car doesn't start. Ooh, car doesn't start. Timing needs replaced, general engine control and repair. Yeah, bring it on. Oop. Close the door. That's a snazzy looking car though. Alright, let's throw you up there. Alright, we're gonna throw you up there. What else we got? Gearbox and controlling? Sure. We'll take it. That sounds hard. No. Yeah, I don't want to have to do the... I mean, I will if I have to, but I don't want to have to. Yeah, I got 3 cars. I'm good. Take your business elsewhere. I'm busy. Alright, what's this one? Change the oil. Okay. Car doesn't start. Look, belt tensioner, air filter, ignition coil. Yeah, I figured that one already. Air filter, okay, you want to change all that and change all the timing. Sure. Alright, first of all though, let me open your hood. Yikes. Okay, for starters, what is intake manifold? That needs replaced. Let me do a test. You do a compression test. See how the pistons are. And this blows my mind. You can do this on a car that doesn't start. Oh. Looks like we got 2 pistons and a piston ring that needs replaced. An engine block? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, that means we're going to take this whole engine apart. Alright, what else we got? I'll play with some of my toys here. Fuel pressure. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Nothing. I mean, went to green. The fuel filter, obviously. Duh. Fuel pump. Maybe. What's our condition rating? 42? Yeah, that might not be a bad part. We're definitely gonna check the starter. Hold on, let me get my other... Yeah, electrometer. I have no idea what these things check. I've never played around with them. I get them and I'm like, Problem? Battery's okay. Radiator, high on housing. Alternator, start. The starter says 53. Alright, I don't have to go diving for that. Okay. Starter and alternator I could see, but why do you do the radiator fan? I would have done like the coil or the solenoid, which I know is bad, but you know. Alright. First problems first here. Car will not start. I'm gonna get... You take a look at these wires, see how they're kind of mouse chewed? Yeah. Yeah. They look a little rough, let's just put it that way. Okay. I'm gonna take them off, we're gonna look at the... Oh, that head is bad. Ugh. No, wires are okay. I'm gonna bet some of these spark plugs. Yeah, 16, yeah. Why won't it start? You know, because you don't... Your spark plugs don't spark. They're basically rust in a cell. Okay. I mean, we pretty much knew we were gonna have to take this one apart anyway, so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. A lot of people online are like, we don't like to do these. We just pick and choose just the easy exhaust and this and that. I'm like, but what's the fun of that? Yeah. Why do that when you can take the entire engine apart? Oh, this is... Again, this is way funner to do when you don't actually have to do it. Because, oh my god. I've had to take heads apart before. They're not fun. Like, at all. They definitely were not this easy. You had a... What was that? It was a Mercury. It was a Mercury. It was a yellow car. It was cheap. My dad needed it to go back and forth to work, obviously, because I forget what car we had before that. Basically, it died. So we had this Mercury, and the guy, you know, we took it for a test drive around the block. It sounded great, whatever. Of course, so, you know, by the time you get it home, it's knocking. It's blowing gas or whatever it was doing. I forget what it was doing. We're pretty sure he just crated it up with... He put like 90 weight oil in it to shut it up and keep it from smoking. You know how people do when they're trying to get rid of a lemon. And, I mean, obviously this was used from somebody and, you know, they're not going to take it back. So we get stuck with these cars. So we had to replace the head gasket on that, like, I don't know. I think we did it like 5 times. Because it kept just leaking. No matter how much, you know, gasket or gasket sealant or whatever we put on it, it'd still wind up. So, and of course, you know, everybody you talk to, well, if you put a new gasket on it, okay, well, the problem is that something in it was warped, and I'm pretty sure it just needed the top part replaced. But, you know, obviously you can't tell if the bottom half's warped here. Oh, wait. We don't have to put that off. You'd be screwed either way, so... You know, we just kept doing that for a couple of months / years. Like every so often, it'd be throwing oil. We just keep putting oil in it, and then like every other weekend, we'd be taking off the head and putting it back on. It's like, no, can we get something else here? I'm done doing this. It's getting cold out. Heck of a thing, though. Okay. Do I have to take all the pistons off? I bet I do. I mean, I gotta get in there anyway. Alright, so things how I need in there anyway. Let's go ahead and get the oil changed. Actually, you know what? That oil doesn't look bad. And I've recently learned that, yeah, there's a difference. I took some out and it was just completely black. I'm like, oh, that's an oil change right there. Okay. All right, we're going to take off the oil pan. And we're going to take off all the rod caps. So we have to remove all the pistons to take off the head. Yeah. Yeah, my wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, it's not so much wisdom as it is, what would you call it? Not confessions, but yeah, not really a diary either. Words from a teenager that got tired of freezing his fingers off while trying to work on really bad cars, so yeah. Here we go. But yeah, like this stuff, they make it look so easy in the game. You wouldn't do this, and you wouldn't just decide, we're gonna go ahead and take all the pistons out of my engine. No. I think I got all of them. That's not something you casually do on a weekend, you know. But yeah, they just make it so much easier in the game. Because there's so much more to this, like, you know, lifts and etc. Why? Oh, okay. I might not have had to take the pistons out, but I know I need to replace like 3 of them anyway. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Gonna say that looks odd for, there we go. Okay. Alright, so we need to replace the top block. It's fine. I forget which pistons we needed, so we'll pull them all out and take a look. Oh yeah, that one definitely. We need to do anyway because the piston rings. There was a couple of sets that needed to be replaced. Piston, yeah, see that piston needed out. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Okay, nope. Spark plug, really? Okay, we got all the pieces. Let's see, oil filter. Nice. Okay, so you're telling me only 1 piston? No, 2 pistons. I'm like, wait a minute, I know 2 of those. Okay, we might as well grid a couple rings too. Also, like this, you can't just get piston. I mean, they have 2 of them, but every car, like, almost every car has a slightly different size. So you can't just be like, we'll just, you know, wander over the store and be like, hey, could you give me like 3 pistons? It doesn't work that way. You got to know the make and the model and all that. They simplify this, I think, a little too much. Now, there is a couple things that I've seen that in this game that they actually semi-do correctly. I can't for the life of me think of what they are right this second. But it's like, yeah, that works. But like all the body pieces, definitely. You have to go buy make a model of the car. I mean, that's a given. That's why people get excited, like car guys, when they're in like junkyards. Because they might have a car that they've been looking for a part for a long time. And it's because it's a body panel that you know, that's something you can't get except by the dealer. And if it's an old car, you know, dealer doesn't make them anymore. So it's like, man, but then they get in there and they're like, oh, baby, we found this. And it's like, yeah. Engine head, 14. So, okay, yeah, we definitely need a new one of that. And yeah, just this, like even this part, you're not going to find this at your local auto parts store. You would have to go get this at a junkyard to fit your specific car. There's no way that you're going to find this at your local. You can't like wander up to AutoZone and be like, hey man, I need a new engine head. Sure, got 15 of them in the back. No. You know, that's why, you know, usually like if your head's cracked or something, you might as well just get a new car. You're not going to get it. You're going to have to replace the entire engine. Which is what they say. I mean, honestly, that's what, you know, mechanics have told me in the past. It's like, oh, yeah, if you got this, you're going to have to replace the whole engine. Can't you get a head? No. Because you'd have to get that exact thing. You'd have to wind up tearing it down anyway. Just be easier just to get a new engine. Because if you get a new engine, half of it's already assembled anyway. You know, they don't just sell just like the head or whatever. I also learned that I've got a couple things in my shop here, but haven't used them. So like I could actually, like I have an engine lifter. I could put it out and onto something. But I mean, honestly, that sounds like more work than what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna lock the camshaft down. And then we're gonna jack it up. Actually, we could probably put all these pieces on. Why do I have another one of those? Must have been from junkyard. Or maybe this is the... Well... well, what the heck, we'll give them the new one. Just like this. Why do I have... I'll give you the bad one. I think I can, right? What's our threshold for, yeah, 42? Should be fine. Spark plugs. Yeah, if you were going to do a job like this, you'd just replace all 4. But this game is not that picky. There are some practices like that I think this game needs to address. Yeah, for all you youngins that don't know better. Like when you're doing an oil change, I mean, obviously you're going to change the oil filter, but I've seen a couple of these where it's like, you can change the oil, it doesn't ask to change the filter. It's like, you'll do it anyway. On brakes, you don't ever change this one side. You do both at the same time. There should be no time, although I've only had it to where the brakes, what do you call it, wore on one side to where that would actually be necessary. And that was because I had a caliper on one side that locked up. So one side was doing all the braking and basically shredded those, you know, not shredded, but basically, you know, your brake pads are thick. They were like paper by the time they got, you know, it's like, oh, it's not stopping. The other side was brand new because the caliper locked up. Once we got that replaced, honestly, there was no justification for changing out the pads. Absolutely none. That's the one, like one of the only rare times you would not, you know, change out the brakes on both sides. But, ew, ignition coil. Yeah, we need a new one of those. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you're doing brakes, you're gonna do both sides. Just like if you get new tires, like fronts or backs, you're gonna get both sides. That's the one I need. Yeah, there's little things like that the game doesn't quite get right, you know. But who knows? Maybe they'll do an update. You'll be like, you know, like I heard rumor they're gonna make a new one, Maybe they'll put that in. Just like all the hoses. This engine, every engine I've worked on so far doesn't have air hoses. That is not how engines are built. You got to have airflow for certain things, and vacuum and suction and for certain things, you know? I'm thinking that might be bad. Maybe. I don't know, though. It depends on their level of badness, you know? But yeah, there's little minute things that I don't... Intake manifold. Okay, NPI. Just small things, but it's not enough. It's not enough to take away your enjoyment of the game. And honestly, if they put those in, it might make it to where I don't like the game. Because it's like, man, this is real tedious, just like real life. I think I'm not going to do it anymore, you know. But the way they have it now, I really enjoy the way it is. And yeah, that house flipper game that you were talking about, Slime Man, I think I've been wanting that game for a while just to play around with. But knowing my system the way it, I mean, I'm surprised it does this game as well as it does. So that's why I haven't got it. Wait, does this need... Am I being an idiot right now? Power steering, belt tensioner, air filter. I am being an idiot right now. Hold the phone. Alright, now I'm being an even bigger idiot. Oh, I don't have it on yet. Never mind. Okay, just make sure I got... I'm my brain's getting ahead of myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Because I knew I needed to replace the timing. Here we go. No, I don't want to give you my good one. 14 so... Okay. I got that from a crate to put on, you know, my cars. I guess when I get a good one. 14 must be like Klingon. 14 Yeah, give him that one. Okay. Yeah, we need to do one of those. I don't know why I have two bad ones. Thank you. But yeah, a lot of people like online, they're like, oh, don't do these jobs. I think it's fun to tear them apart. It's like, why? Why are you not... They're hard. They've got a lot of parts. Welcome to mechanics. Alright, I need a water pump, and what was this? Power steering. Alrighty. Which model do we need? Come on, brain. 14. Water pump 14. 14. Do I hear 14? 14. What? Water pump 14. Water pump 14 going once. Water pump 14 going twice. Sold to the water pump 14. Alright, what power steering do we need? Power steering pump 14, of course. No, it's kind of like a V8, you know? Just straight up 14, no A, B, C, or D. Working on engines makes you thirsty. Let me tell you, you're a good enough mechanic, you can keep a car running. The ladies. Makes them thirsty too, because they're like, my man can fix my car. Andy has a, marketable skill. So, I mean, it sounds funny. Women aren't usually into cars, but they like a good man that can take care of their vehicles. That's one less thing they got to worry about. 42. I mean, it doesn't specifically say I need. Okay, yeah, okay. See, me as a mechanic, I'm like, we need to replace that. Customer's like, nah, put it back on. Okay. Yeah, anything below like 50%, I'm like, nope, well, let's get that replaced. Especially like a belt like that. If I replace it now, it'd probably be another few years where you need a new one. This might go at any time. You don't know. I mean, normal wear and tear, yeah, maybe you got a few more years, maybe. Although, obviously, like in real life, if you're looking at that and you're like, yeah, it looks a little worn, you're not going to have like the percentage pop up in front of your face and be like, we can go by with that. We'll be fine. All right, yeah, just put that back on. There we go. What else are we missing? Okay, we need a new air filter. I know that. Do we have all the pieces back on the engine? That's the question. Okay, we got to change the oil. Air filter, yes. Fuel filter. Fuel filter. There we go. That's what I'm missing. Fuel filter. Thank you. Oh. Get right over here. Honestly, I've never had a clogged fuel filter stop a car from starting. Never. Make it run crappy? Yes. But you just completely keep it from starting? No. I've had a clogged fuel filter make it to where... Oh. I'm sorry, let me get my rip-off face on. Clogged fuel filter make it to where, like, you had to keep your foot on the gas, when you stop. So basically turning your automatic into a manual, because otherwise it would sputter and die because it wasn't getting enough fuel through there. But I have yet to get one that was like, oh, it's completely clogged and wouldn't work. All right, so we need. Ew, yeah, that's black. Can I just take the filter, please? I like the way it's just called air filter. These also, because everybody uses proprietary, you're not going to find one that just says air filter and take it. You got to know, like, model or inch or whatever. And, I mean, they do 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6, 7. There's like 8. Yeah, actual air filters. 9. There's 9 actual air filters that you could possibly have in this game. So, I mean, that's semi-realistic, but there's many. It's a simple part that's just got. It's like, I don't know why, but like every car manufacturer, nope, we got to use our own. We're proprietary. Stop that. Let's make it all universal. I think it'd be great. Like all the outsides look different, but all the insides are the same. I think it would be great. I mean, obviously, be like, oh, we can't say we've got better gas mileage. You know what? You're gonna be a dream to work on. You're gonna make people's lives, mechanic lives, so much better. Because if they did that and everybody, let's say, knew mechanics, like even like the basics of what you learned in this game, you're still gonna have people out there that don't want to do the work. Oh, I'm too busy. I don't want to get my hands dirty. Mechanics will not be out of a job. Trust me. Alright, we just got to change. Wait. This engine gonna be crappy to me? Where's the oil filter? There it is, okay. Can I get it underneath? Okay, good. I hate that when it's like, oh no, you gotta get it from the engine. Why? Nobody I know, even, I don't care how it's designed, is gonna take that from the engine. They're gonna do it from underneath. Okay. Did we get the oil out of this shit? I'm double checking myself. Should have did that while I was down here, but you know what? I was like, nah, we're busy doing other things. Okay, we need a blue one. I like the fact they're color coded in this game. I really do. Again, another one of those things that's like a little bit more simplistic than what it needs to be. Yeah, because let's see, what have I... Usually, wherever you get it from, they've got their own special color that they have everything, and you usually get them, they're like white or orange. I've had a blue one on occasion, but it's not because of the size of the engine. It's because of the place you get it from. So like, is it O'Reilly's? Oh yeah, I need to put that back on too. They have like a white and green one, because that's just their... You know, technically... Nah, we'll put the new one on. Yeah, it's just their thing. What? Okay. I gotta put these back on. Like, wait a minute. I know. I didn't get under the car yet, is what it is. There we go. Man, I knew I had extra work I gotta do down here. I was waiting. Yeah. To get to where I was doing the filters, because I'd be back down here anyway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? No, took that one off. Okay. It's like, yep, now I'm checking these. There we go. Oil pan. Okay, change the filter. Change the filter, change the filter. We just gotta put oil in this. I think we're done. It's not too shabby. Was this the one that had the most work that needed done? I don't know. Kind of hoping it was. I can rip through the other ones and be like, boop, boop, done. Okay. Fill it up! Give me some of that Soup Oil Premium Motor Oil. The only oil that I put in my cars. I think we're done. Hey, I didn't forget something stupid. Alright. Woohoo! I hate that. It's like I've done like taking the entire engine apart, taking the transmission off. You didn't put starter back on. Oh crap. Jack it up. Car's hard to control, knocking sound coming. Car is loud. Okay. I love it when car is loud. That's super simple to fix. Because you know it's just the exhaust. It's one of like 4 parts. It's either the muffler, the middle muffler, which, let me tell you, these kids are fancy here. Ooh. Alright, yep, manifolds. It's like, oh, look how nice and shiny that is. There's some rust. I think that's the problem. Yeah, that's like the only reason it's loud. And I need to be in the engine bay to get it, right? Yep. Okay. Also, are you having braking problems? Because I can see from here the ABS pump is completely rusted shut. What all we got? Hard to control. Yeah, I can see why. Knocking sound coming from suspension. Are you sure? Repair all running gears. Okay. Poor braking performance. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take off some tires. All right. Oh, what is our threshold? 79. So 80 or above. I think we're gonna be getting rid of some parts today. Oh yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I don't even need to know, because I gotta rip it off anyway. Okay. Wrong button. Let's go ahead and just start ripping. Rip. Yeah, need new caliper. All right, one caliper, one set of brake pads, and a ventilated. Yep, you're gonna need a new sway bar arm there. Let's see, the shock absorber, gone. Outer tie rod, I'm gonna need a new one of those. You can just tell. Yep, 14%. We gotta take off the inner one though, because this guy, steering rack needs new. Let's jump over the other side of the car. Okay, we'll start taking that tire off. Okay. Oh, yeah. Check the drum. Whoop. Excuse me, the disc. These aren't drum brakes. See, I'm like, I always call that the drum, but it's not the drum, it's the disc. Because I'm used to working on drum brakes. And I mean, I know what I mean. I mean, the part where the pad touches the car. But, you know, I was like, hey, check the drum. It doesn't have a drum. I know. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need a new one of those. So both sides of these, the discs are completely gone. Oh, that caliper wasn't too bad. Even the brake pad wasn't bad. Was that 82%? It's not bad. Mainly it's the discs on this. Okay, both outer tie rods are shot. Inner tie rod's alright. Steering rack. Yeah, gone. Shock absorber. Gonna need to tear them apart. Or just sell them the way they are. Okay, you need a new one of those. Yeah, you need one of them, another one of them doohickeys. Your thingamabob was disaligned and causing all kinds of whatchamacallits to happen out in the thingamajig, and well, yeah, we're gonna have to replace all that. I only thought I was done in here. Wheel hub bearings. Oh, yes. How delightful. I can see. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll just be replacing both of them. Alright, might as well get started. Wheel hub bearing. Do you mind? Okay. I'm gonna need two. Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll do that and we'll get the steering shaft put in. I don't want to do brakes yet, because I like to order all my parts at the same time. I'm funny like that, you know. I do want to get these two things done and taken care of, though. Because you know me, I'm going to put everything together and be like, why am I... It's these two little boogers right here. Yep. Okay. Now we'll put in the steering rack. There we go. I really need to sell those. Okay. We need 2 outer tie rods. I don't think I have any of these, do I? They gotta be 80. Yeah, okay. Those are probably the ones I just pulled off of there. Gotta be 80 or better. I need 2. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't tell you, like, they want like $21 for those. I can't tell you if that's a good price or not. I just don't know. Sway bar front end B. I need 2, thank you. Okay. Let's take a look at the... Okay, so front cap is good. Front spring is good, so I need 1 cap, 1 spring, and 2 double wishbone shock absorbers. Okay, need that. 1 cap. One spring. Okay. At least unless I completely... Nope, it's 94%. Okay. Okay, take the other one apart. That one's 97%. So yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're totally good. You guys are good. I'm good. Everybody's good. Everybody good? We're good. Oh. Yep, stick it back together. Now, I think most teenagers, you know, especially the ones that like to mess around with taking things apart and anything mechanically wise, eventually you're going to get to the point where you and your buddy are sitting around and they may have a car. You know, sometimes you get, you know, you got that buddy that, you know, they've got like a clunker car that they somehow got, whether it's from a family member or whatever, but it needs a little bit of work, and they're always like, hey man, come over, we'll work on the car. And you're like, ah, that's cool. And you know, you might be messing around with stuff, but eventually you get to the point where it's like, you're going to put in a new radio. Every teen does this. It's like, man, I got to get a new radio in here. It's like, okay. I got semi good at putting radios in. Was not aware the first time we did it though that apparently, and this makes no sense to me, but apparently almost every car manufacturer in the world runs everything through the radio. I mean everything, like your brake lights, your emergency hazards, your headlights, it all runs through your radio. So even though your radio's busted, like if you're teenage kids that do things half-ass, you know, that's the technical term. Don't get mad at me. But you know, you do it and you're like, okay, well, we'll take the radio out now and maybe we'll put it in maybe next week. You got a car that you're working on and you need to make sure you've got a few wires connected before you let that go, because otherwise you're gonna be riding around with no lights. And I don't understand it, but that's just the way it works. Because, you know, I would think that just logically, that coming from a standpoint of knowing electronics, I wouldn't put mission critical systems such as dashboard lights or headlights or tail lights that, you know, people are going to need to see whether you're turning or, you know, at nighttime, you know, so they don't run into your butt, you know, things like that. I wouldn't run through a stereo that you swap in and out. But apparently behind that's where all the wires come together, and basically like one or two little wires power everything. So yeah, let's see, what did I do? I was messing around with the radio in, you know, our family car, and I got it like halfway out, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna need something else to take care of this. I don't know why I was thinking that was shoes. It's always pads. I got it like halfway out, and I decided I'm gonna put it back in, so I kind of shoved it back in there, not realizing that one of the wires would come loose. You know, I was smart enough to know not to just cut them and run. I mean, obviously, but you know, one of them gotten loose. I didn't know it. Well, my dad had to go to work that night. He goes out there, and you know, my dad, you know, he used to have kind of a temper, but I mean, he wasn't like, you know, just violent or anything. I mean, you know how it is with your dad sometimes, and he just, you know, clearly you've done something stupid, and I mean, this is in the way of him getting to work, and I mean, he could have gone off so much worse, but he got in the car, and I heard him start it up. You know, I mean, it was like 7 o'clock, so you know, it wasn't too late. You know, I mean, it wasn't like he dragged me out of bed or anything. But he comes stomping back into the house. He says, I don't know what you did, but you need to fix it. I said, okay. I said, what's wrong? You know, I was like, you know, when he comes in and he's like not yelling, you know, that's when you know it's worse, and he's really trying. But he's like, I don't have any lights. I said, okay. So I went out there. It took me just a couple of minutes. I just had to pin down, you know, what wire got loose and then what it needed to connect to, so you'd have headlights, dashboard lights, tail, you know, all that good stuff. Got it on there, taped it down. I said, you're good to go. Are you sure? I said, I'm sure. We got, you know, I taped it down so it wouldn't come loose on you. And then he come back in, and you know, the next day I made it a point to get out there and make sure everything was squared away so he wouldn't lose his lights. And I'm sure he was thinking, yeah, he's out there again, I'm not gonna have it, you know. But you know, I mean, that's kind of like an oops, you know. But it was just because it had gotten loose, and I didn't, when I was just shoving the radio back in, I didn't realize. But there was another time, several years after that, you know, after I had kind of gotten used to how radios acted. I hadn't done it in a while. This is kind of my own fault. I hadn't done it in a while, but a buddy of mine, he's like, hey, I want to put a new radio in. I'm like, okay. So we got the new radio, right? And I'm like, this is going to be a lot of pulling and whatnot from the dash. And he's like, okay. So after, you know, he kind of helped me do it. We got everything back in. The radio was working fine. His particular car, apparently, had a wire that was shorter than the rest. Didn't see it. We got everything back together, so we thought. It looked like everything was running correctly. I you know, with my dad, right? So I was like, check your lights, check your headlights, check your... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Whoo! Stop there for a minute. Are we good? Is stream good? Okay. Did we lag out there for a minute? Because, like, nobody's hearing I'm talking to myself. But I guess that's how it's been for a while. Okay, so... Alright. But yeah, so we, you know, I told him, I was like, check your headlights. So we checked his headlights. Got all that done. We forgot to check the brake lights. He was a Pizza Hut delivery driver. Yeah. He kind of couldn't deliver pizzas that night. He went out on his first run and he got stopped by a local cop. And yeah, he's like, oh, that's a malfunction. I'm gonna let you go, but you need to, you know, not be driving on this. He's like, yeah. So he came over the next day. He was not happy. I'm like, you know what? I apologize. Let's get it fixed. But he was okay, because I mean, he got a little guff from work, and I know, you know, when you get guff from work, it's like, ugh, that's the worst, you know. But I mean, clearly, you know, it was all on my fault. Poor brake. Okay, we got to do the back half. I'm thinking we got all of this done. Am I missing something? Something I'm not seeing? Where's our... Nope, those are on. Those are on. Okay. Okay, while I'm still working on the front, let me lower this and we'll get those two parts. The two parts that I'm aware of in the engine taken care of. Okay. But yeah, so, you know, you kids out there messing with your radios, just know everything goes through your radio. Lights and everything. Manifold V8. Okay. Again, I just like... Just, you know, here recently it's just been kind of a struggle to keep air in. I'm sure it'll work out eventually. It's fine. Yeah. Both of these are bad, huh? Well, there's two things on my braking list that I can take care of here real quick. One for me and one for me. Thank you. Yeah, I got a lot of those I got to sell off. I hate having like a bunch of them because it's like, well, which one do I use? Just use the best. It's the best around. Okay, steering rack, boom. Knocky sound, boom. That's a lot of parts still. Poor braking performance. Okay, we still got two things that need done. Car is loud, is not taken care of. Okay. I'm gonna bet all this is rear end. Alright, here we go. Cause yeah, like the majority, like look at that. It's pretty new. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, I was gonna say, we might as well start yanking tires. Because we can't take the majority of this off without taking the tires off. Somebody's coming in my front door. Okay. Yeah, this looks bad. That is bad. This looks bad as well. Okay. That knuckle. It's like, nah, we're just gonna take everything off. It's a little rusty. We'll just take it off. %, yep. Oh man, look at those bushings. They're like hardly there. Rear shock absorber. Oh, good gravy. Alright, take off the cap. That whole thing needs... What, did you leave this in the ocean? I mean, what the heck? Look at all that rust. So much rust. I mean, clearly you parked this thing in salt water. Nothing but the best for your vehicle, I understand. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm sorry, does this need out? I mean, you're going to be taking the whole thing anyway. Pretty sure we diagnosed the problem. It's you're parking it in the ocean. Alright, this is just... Do I actually have brake problems over here? I'm gonna get it, I do. Yeah. I'm gonna guess it's that, brake disc right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that wasn't bad. This, though? 23. What's our performance? Oh, yeah, 80%. Okay. Okay, we need one disc and I think one pad. That should be the end of that, I think. Oh, I had a disc that would have worked. It's probably the one for the other side, actually. Maybe. Yeah, you're good. It's the other side we gotta rebuild. Rear axle knuckle housing A, okay. Nope, nope. Move over, okay. Good job, good job. Get the knuckle on. We'll get all the rest of the pieces on. Holy cow. Sway bar rear end. 64, no, I gotta have 80. Okay. Rear shock absorber A. Yep, one please. Put that back on. I know I'm gonna need it. Rear sus. That one right there. Before I... Let me just get about 4. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, you wanted small ones. Luckily, those were okay. No, come on. Okay, yep. Okay, we'll put this in. Perfect. Okay, rear suspension arm. Wait, we're already here. We need that one. Oop, oop, no, nope, nope, nope. Okay, we need small. So say I thought I bought enough. It's one of those pieces though that requires multiple. We'll just get a couple. It's fine. Oh, come on. Beautiful. Okay. Let's say we're still missing a couple pieces. Just a couple. Wait, just to make sure. No. Just make sure it wasn't an A, B, or C. Yeah, you know, B. Okay, we need one of those as well. Okay. Yeah, it's a shame that, you know, good old YouTube there won't let you do music. Because I've actually learned in this game how to make my own custom channel. And usually I'm back here, I'm playing tunes while I'm working. So, yeah. Unfortunately, though. See, and you know, again, I know I've said this before, but it's not so much that I mind necessarily losing the limited monetization that I get. I mean, obviously, you know, if I honestly, I wouldn't mind, you know, my people getting my, you know, the people that I listen to, they're, you know, every once in a while, like, rear, okay, rear sus arme. But it's the fact that basically, I mean, in the wording, they've threatened that you'd lose your channel over this, and that's something I don't want to do. So yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy to share the revenue to the people that are making the songs, but yeah, don't take my channel from me. Okay, that's good. Do I need back up a little bit? Thank you. Brake caliber 83, 80. Okay, we're good. We're good. And I'll put the tire back on. Don't make me regret this. Okay, we need a full... spring cap. Rear spring. I don't know why they can't. Oh no, it's a shock, it's not a spring. No. Okay. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I mean, looks like I've gotten... Okay, all that, yep. Just go down the list, I guess. Make sure we got all the parts they wanted us to have. Okay, I didn't do anything stupid like leave the starter off. Don't think I did. Alright. I'm thinking, it might be time to go, but what does this one need? Is this an easy fix? Yeah, that's not going to be easy. That's going to be like fully behind the... Yeah, the entire rear end, basically, just like what I just did. Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just save and end here. We made some good progress. I'm up to level 18. Got a lot of good things going on in my garage. Like I said, I like to play on this and just kind of chill out and build, but I mean, obviously it's not everybody's cup of tea. And I hope I don't lose any subscribers just because I like to play it and, you know, do it online and just kind of relax with you guys. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So thank everybody for stopping by and just taking the time to say hi and whatnot. And I appreciate it. So guys, stay safe, stay warm, stay out of the hospital if you can help it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See you later.